This is the International Base Horaah Institute for Dayanim in Jerusalem, Israel. The side article on the Parsha Vayigash. Dear reader, this week's Parsha begins with Yehuda begging Yosef to let Binyamin go. Yehuda explains that should he lose both sons of his beloved wife Rachel, the elderly Yaakov would surely die. The last few Parshios give us a glimpse into Yaakov's suffering. His mourning for Yosef, though, seems extraordinary in severity. While impossible to describe the pain of a father mourning for his son, why was it different from the other trials and tests Yaakov withstood? Yaakov's personal history was rife with pain and suffering. 20 years of living with a devious father-in-law, Dinah abducted, Rachel's death, and yet the thought that Yosef had died was impossible for him to bear. Chazal explained that Yaakov bore 12 sons, each of whom stands for one of the 12 zodiac signs and 12 forces in creation. Yaakov Avinu knew that his mission in life was to build the Jewish nation and raise those 12 tribes who together would comprise the Jewish nation. Only if he would raise them properly could he die with the knowledge that they are prepared to undertake their historic task, and he had fulfilled his mission to give the world a Jewish nation. Hashem gave him a sign. If all his children would stand around his deathbed, he would know his mission was complete, and he would enter Gan Eden. If one was missing, his mission remained incomplete. Losing Yosef meant failing his mission because a part of the Jewish nation would be lost, and if all of Rachel's sons were lost, he would have failed a central portion of his life's mission. This fundamental failure would be too much for him to bear, and he would not have enough energy to continue living. This week's Parsha tells us how Yaakov descended to Egypt with 70 family members. 70, as we read in this week's Parsha, is a symbolic number. It symbolizes the 70 forces within human beings and the 70 nations of the world. Every nation has its own unique strength and mission, and so does every member of Yaakov's family. Each has its strength and mission, and each is essential for the nation's completion. But it is Yaakov's approach that deserves our attention. Every one of his children must realize his life's mission, because that is Yaakov's own mission. Allowing another person to realize his potential brings out our own attributes, helps us reach our goals, realize our mission, create our legacy. Every person we encounter is one such mission. Bringing out the good in people is our own destiny, and helping the world become a better place is a personal mission. And only when we all work together will all of us be complete. Indeed, together we will win.